కృపావార్త కార్యక్రమమునకు స్వాగతం. నేటి ధ్యానాంశము వాలియంట్ శౌర్యము. విత్ గాడ్ వీ షల్ డూ వాలియంట్లీ. యెహోవా వలన మేము శూర కార్యములను జరిగించదము. ఫర్ డూయింగ్ సర్టన్ వర్క్స్ we need valor. We need the substance beyond strength, the substance beyond our own ability, capabilities. That is what is called valor. Valor includes courage, valor includes skill, valor includes power. More than strength, more than power, more than courage. It's a synergy of all these virtues. That is what is called valor. That's called, those that possess this valor are called valiant. We can do valiantly that are things beyond our ability, beyond our capability, beyond our strength, when God is with us. So every day when we venture into the new day, we should ensure that God is with us. We all believe in God, except very few people that were broken-hearted, that have seen many bitter experiences in life, lose faith in God. But for very few, we all believe in God. For some, the God is Allah. For some, God is Sri Venkateshwara. For some, God is Sri Ram. For some, God is Sri Krishna. For some, God is Jesus Christ. But we all trust in the one who has created the heaven and earth, created man in his own image. The Bible is very clear that when God is present with us, we can do valiantly. That valiant nature or valor is very much needed for Indians these days, because India is a very great nation, populous nation, with the highest population density, with high population. The population density of India is nearly 3.5 times greater than China. The population of India is as high as Chinese population, Zhongguan. We call Chinese as Zhongguan in China. While I was in China, I was privileged to meet a very nice teacher by name Cindy, who happened to teach us Chinese. Age is no criteria. Age is just a number. We should always have the valor. We should always have the passion to learn new things, to acquire new skills, to prosper. Those that work with diligence shall prosper. Prosperity is very much needed in India. That is what is lacking. The financial resources, the economic resources, the work opportunities are not equally distributed. Resource distribution is the main problem that India is facing. Governance is one problem that India is facing. Selfless governance, governance free from corruption. In China, so long as I have been in China for 2 long years, I have seen corruption-free governance. The government of the people, for the people, and by the people is observed in China. That is why even US is very much frightened about China. China's communist capitalism, rather democracy. China works for the people of Chinese. The government in China is Chinese government. Like that, in India too, we should have the government of India. Means it doesn't mean that Modi ji is against the people and not doing anything for the people, because it is democratic country. Unlike see, Mr. Xi Jinping, Mr. Modi cannot take unilateral decisions and crack down on corruption. There are many restrictions for Mr. Modi ji to act on corruption. Modi ji cannot do anything alone. He has to take into account the cabinet ministers, the parliament, and many other things which are not the case in China. So it is the individual responsibility and the change in individuals to be free from corruption, to be righteous, to be duty minded, to be valiant, comes from the word of God. That is the very purpose in giving these messages day after day for the young generation. The youth should be valiant, filled with skill, talent, courage, faith in God, trust, hope. They should never give place to discouragement. They should never give place to disappointment. होंगे कामयाब, होंगे कामयाब, होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. Yes, we will succeed. If we could not do well today, we should not lose hope. We should find out why could not we do well today, what are the hurdles we faced, what are the hurdles we could not overcome. Basically, the main issue is discipline. To discipline our body, to control our body, self control our body, and having a disciplined lifestyle. If we follow to the same pattern every day, we can accomplish more things in less time. Such pattern is important. Habit is important. That is what is called self-discipline. Chinese have that self-discipline, and we lack in that self-discipline. We lack in having good qualities. The good qualities with time and with age, what will happen? They are shrinking down into the dreary desert sands, as Rabindranath Tagore has written in the poem, Lord, where the mind is without fear. Lord, to that heaven of freedom, let my country awake. It's a beautiful poem where the mind is without fear. So, with age, what will happen is when we grow up, our virtues, what we have learned in our tender age, in our younger age, are sinking down into dreary deserts. That should not be so. And with growing age, our virtues should also grow. One thing is more important, that we should ensure that God is present with us, and we should check if God is with us every day. And one way God speaks to us is through His Word. Psalm 91, it is very clearly told that God is with those that are in tribulation. If we go through tribulation, if we go through trouble, if we go through suffering, God will not leave us in the midst of suffering, in the midst of hardship, in the midst of whatever emotional crisis, mental crisis, or psychological crisis we are going through. God will be with us, and He is the great physician. We can always receive counseling from Him through prayer, through communication. Prayer is the channel that God has opened between man and God, to communicate with Him, to get power from Him. I often felt when I kneel down and pray, there is some invisible, unexplicable power that flows through. It's true. Unless a branch is bound to the vine, the nourishment, the life from the vine will not go into the branches, isn't it? That's what Jesus Christ has told. But for me, and apart from me, and being separated from me, you cannot do anything. For doing valiant things, for doing mightier things, for doing tasks, for doing things beyond your strength, beyond your ability, beyond your capabilities, beyond your skill, beyond your wisdom, beyond your knowledge. What you need is, you need to abide in me. As the branches, when they are connected to the vine, they bear much fruit. When you abide in me, you will bear much fruit. Difficulties will come only for human beings, emotions will be there. So when difficulties will come, when problems will come, when lack comes, when there is scarcity of resources, we should never discouraged. Count your blessings and name one by them. In the past, how God has provided you in the time of need. Just when you recollect those things, all your doubts will flee, and you will be sure that God is with you. Count your blessings and name one after other, and every doubt will flee. Every doubt that if God is with you or not will flee, and you will make sure that God is with you. God is with you to strengthen you, to uphold you, to provide you, to give the needed nourishment to you, so that as the branches that are abiding in the vine will bear much fruit, you will be fruitful today. God was with Joseph. What is the result? Joseph was successful. Whatever Joseph did, Joseph was succeeding. So our youngsters, our youth, our children should always practice the presence of God. There is a beautiful book written by a believer by name Brother Lawrence. Brother Lawrence is no extraordinary person. Brother Lawrence is not in a very high position, not a clergyman. What I mean to say is, he is not a great sermon, he is not a great preacher. He is just a servant in the monastery, serving the clergymen, serving the preachers, serving the fathers in the monastery, and assisting them in the cooking work, in the cleaning work. What he used to do is, he used to practice the presence of God every day. Every day he used to ensure that God is with him. He used to check if God is with him, even while cleaning the floor, even while washing the dishes, even while bringing the groceries for the clergyman, even while cooking, even while serving the food to the fathers, to the clergymen in the monastery. Always, Brother Lawrence, think of one thing: if God is with me. That is how Brother Lawrence practiced the presence of God. And what is the result of practicing the presence of God? A holy life. A holy life in Brother Lawrence has resulted by practicing the presence of God. And what is the consequence? Even after passing away of Brother Lawrence, what has happened is the simple letters that Brother Lawrence has written to his friends far off. These days we do have all electronic media and all electronic modes of communication, and we can easily communicate through WhatsApp, through Facebook, through Instagram. There are many modes of communication which are indeed very, very fast. Those days, to have fast communications, we used to have telegram. We used to essentially go to post office and send a telegram to send any quick information. That was the only means of communication. I'm talking about situation 2 decades ago or 3 decades ago. But in the past 1 decade, things have changed drastically with breakthroughs in science and technology, and now we do have electronic modes of communication. We hardly find someone without mobile phone. We hardly find someone without internet. The internet and intranet have revolutionized the way we communicate, the way we speak, the way we talk. So things will change drastically, much more rapidly in the days to come. Drastic changes are going to happen in the Vatican soon after the passing away of the great legendary Father Pope Francis. And Father Pope Francis is going to receive the royal burial on Saturday. Let us pray that the soul of Father Francis rest in peace. Lerahmim. Yes. So each day is a blessing. Each day is a blessing. Each day without His grace, we cannot speak, we cannot walk. We think we can walk, we think we can work. No, we can do valiantly, we can do what we are doing only because of His grace and through His presence. A journalist has asked the great legendary minister of the Lord by name Mother Teresa, the saint of gutters. Mother, you yourself look very fragile, very weak, so weak. How can you accomplish so much? We wonder. You take care of thousands of lepers. You take care of thousands of orphans. How is this possible? How can you take care of thousands of sick people, thousands of old men, the dying, the destitute, by yourself being so weak, so fragile? Then Mother Teresa has answered, if I do not pray at least 4 hours per day, if I do not pray on my knees at least for 4 hours a day, I cannot accomplish what I am doing at least for one single week. It's all because of Jesus that is there. That is the power in the prayer. I too often experience that there is power in prayer. With my own strength, with my own capabilities, I can accomplish nothing. Everyone that are associated to me will be surprised to see my productivity. For example, in YouTube, uh, 2700 videos have already been uploaded on diverse aspects related to science, related to technology, related to education, related to teaching, related to faith, related to religion. How is this possible? It's because of just the promise of God. The promise that I received from Jesus Christ is, open thy mouth wide and I will fill it. Ninor baga teru monenu daneni nimpedan. Unless God fills, how can we speak? Who has created mouth to man? Who has given mouth to man? Moshe is slow to speech, and Moshe says, Lord, I am slow to speech. Then God asks Moshe, Moshe, who has given mouth to man? Is it not I? I will enable you to speak. Yet Moshe has many reservations, and Moshe says, I will not be the right person to stand before Pharaoh and plead and intercede and fight against the cause, for the cause of Israelites, to redeem them, to deliver them. Choose the one whom you have chosen. Then God says, don't I know that your brother Aaron is an eloquent speaker, much eloquent than you? Yes, your brother is coming. He will be uh, your mouthpiece. You will be God to him. Whatever you give him, he will speak before Pharaoh. We should not think that we are incapable. We should not think that we are not without skill. If God is present with us, we will do valiantly. There is a beautiful book by name Mere Christianity by Professor C.S. Lewis, Professor of Linguistics, Magdalen College, Oxford University, and Professor C.S. Lewis writes so. 2000 years ago, a Christ life came into existence in a place called Palestine, and this Christ life is far superior to any of the known existing biological life forms. And all those that possess Christ life will do wonderful things, marvelous things, things beyond their ability. Psalm 108, verse 13, Psalm 60, verse 12. Through God we shall do valiantly. యెహోవా వలన మేము సూరకార్యములను జరిగించదు. May Lord grant His presence to all the audience, and may Lord enable the audience to accomplish greater things, and bless the audience with a very fruitful day. Amen.